Marking a dramatic deterioration in relations between the world's two biggest economies, the United States has now ordered to shut China consulate in Houston. A fire was spotted on the Houston consulate's grounds where the consulate employees were seen burning documents, following which the Trump administration ordered closure for the Chinese consulate in Houston, Texas, over allegations of spying claiming that China recently escalated its theft of intellectual property. According to the US State Department, the move is in order to protect American intellectual property and Americans' private information. President Trump has now said that it was always possible he would order the closure of more Chinese consulates in the United States.
As far as closing additional embassies, it's always possible. You see what's going on. We thought there was a fire in the one that we did close, and everybody said there's a fire, and I guess they were burning documents or burning papers, and I wonder what that's all about.
Meanwhile, the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Wang Wenbin has called the move a political provocation.
近期出台的一系列含金量高。
7月21日，美方突然要求中方关闭驻休斯敦总领馆，这是美方单方面对中方发起的政治挑衅，严重违反国际法和国际关系基本准则，严重违反中美领事条约的有关规定。
Now, as per the latest developments, China is considering ordering the closure of the US consulate in the central city of Wuhan. At a media briefing earlier on Wednesday, China's foreign ministry warned of possible retaliation over the US decision. 2 days ago, US had unveiled an indictment targeting 2 Chinese nationals for allegedly hacking hundreds of companies worldwide. And so WION's correspondent Simon Marks joined us earlier from Washington, D.C. with further details. Let's listen in.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I mean, every single day, the relationship between Washington and Beijing goes from bad to worse. There's a new development like this every single day. Tomorrow here in the United States, Mike Pompeo, the Secretary of State, will be making a speech at the Richard Nixon Library in California focused on China. There's an irony to that because Richard Nixon was the man, of course, who opened the United States up to a relationship with the very Chinese Communist Party that Mike Pompeo now excoriates every time he speaks. And I think it's highly likely that when he makes that speech in California at the Nixon Library, Mike Pompeo is going to say it's time for another page to turn in the historic relationship with China. Nixon opened one new chapter. The Trump administration is now opening a very different chapter in the bilateral relationship between Washington and Beijing. And I think we're going to hear the Secretary of State argue that this is a new inflection point in ties between the US and China, and one that is imbued with negativity and frostiness in the relationship. So there's no question things are changing, and changing very rapidly. And we're still just over 3 months away from an American presidential election in which President Donald Trump, in his quest for re-election, will be relentlessly targeting Beijing for criticism.